Oh, we are rolling.
We're on.
Okay.
We're back.
We're back.
No, that's straight. Yeah, that's not. Is that straight?
It's a little crooked that way.
Oh,
Well, you overcorrected a little, and I thought, well,
look, we can fix it in post.
yeah, we'll pick it.
We're going tight.
Too tight.
We're back.
We're back.
Obviously, during the break between American and Australian, I got pretty busy.
I got very busy.
And you started a school.
Yeah.
You started going to uni, and I was just crazy with my life that we didn't actually get a chance to do our top favourites.
Unfortunately.
They'll come around.
That's
But
all.
Australian Survivor is back. We're 3 episodes in, and we're thinking we're going to do a weekly recap. It's probably the easiest way than going episode to episode, because it's a bit different from the American format. We've got, for those of you who are American and watch it, the American Survivor is 29 days, is it? 39 days. 39 days, whereas the Australian format's 55. So it's a little bit longer, and we chuck 3 episodes in a week, so it's back to back to back, makes it very hard for us to do a show per one.
Well,
I'm going to eat slowly.
Yeah, go ahead. If they were doing, staggered shows.
So what did you think of the first 3 eps?
Well, I think it's better than the last season, the start.
Australian, yeah.
Because last season, obviously, they were trying to educate the audience. This week, this time around, there's no real education going on. It's just what it is. The other really good thing I like about it is obviously we haven't seen the whole season, but last season the producers introduced a lot of twists. Now,
Yeah, they were introducing twists right at the start.
right at the start, and also every episode nearly,
Yeah.
So, but this time they had a twist at the very beginning of the launch of the season.
Being if you didn't win the reward that start, you didn't get the stuff from the boat. You got nothing. You had to get the rice.
Right.
Team got the rice, got what they took from the
So I was sort of sitting there going, I'm not sure about this. But the good thing is, ever since then, there has been no twist. They've just let the game play.
I didn't mind how they started, because I haven't seen that before, how they started send 2 people off to make a fire-making challenge for things.
Well,
I
actually,
didn't actually mind that as a little bit of not a twist, but it's something different.
that wasn't too bad. The only thing I objected to about that was fire making like that is usually the tiebreaker at the final tribal.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be used
As a starting
as a
point.
normal everyday challenge.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason why it's there at the final at the challenge. It's because it's a challenge to your fire making skills, and if over the 39 days you haven't developed your fire making skills, you're dead in the water.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and I see that. I don't actually I don't mind having that. My one criticism is it's almost too easy. We've been on the island for 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Let's do a fire making challenge. So one of you has fire tonight.
That's right. Yeah.
And then the next challenge we have, the next reward challenge is straight up fishing gear.
Yeah.
The next reward challenge is straight up comfort. When are you going to get a chance to tough it out? Like I know there's a lot of I've heard and read a lot of stuff that there was some evacuations plans put in place with a lot of bad weather. So maybe they're preparing for that. But I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten when I.
Nah, that's all right. But we'll let it in post.
You can't get a big bulge off my cheek here as I'm sucking on this lolly.
But now look, I agree with you in one sense. Look, the American Survivor normally starts on the boat or whatever it is. Grab your supplies, head to your beach.
Yeah.
And really, that takes up the whole first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 10 minutes of the show. And then after that, it's them getting to the beach and setting up shelter, and the group's sort of falling out into
mingling and getting to know each other.
Right. Whereas this time in the Australian one, they made that a longer production, the whole getting off the boat and getting to your beach. So I think, where am I going with this?
I don't know. I don't know where you're going with this, Jack.
Oh, that's right. I don't think, because when the American survivors get to their beach, they have all the basic necessities that they've grabbed. They've got some rice, they've got some chickens if they've, and blah, blah, blah. That side of the show's done. What I mean is the fire comes later. Like Jeff will have a reward challenge where you will get flint. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
But he will give you 6 days.
Yeah.
Fire yourself.
There's a bit of a struggle, and I felt there's less struggle in the Australian. But is that because we go for an extra 16 days? Is it because there's that extra length and strain on the body? I don't know.
That's the thing about the Australian. There's 4 more people than the American. There's 24 versus 20. It goes for an extra 16 days. Yeah. 54 days. So they've got a lot more material to work with. like, you got 24 people right at the start, and you're still only having one vote off.
Mm-hmm.
You're not having double vote offs to quickly winnow it down to like 18.
Yeah, which I'm glad they don't do the double.
Oh yeah, I don't like double vote offs. I agree with you. I think that they've gotten to the comfort too far. I mean,
it's a little easy.
Third challenge, they got a canvas tarpaulin.
Yeah.
Admittedly, not a very big one.
Yeah. That look, I'll give them that. They gave them comfort, but they made it really small.
I mean, that tarp.
Yeah.
Would be lucky to cover one person.
Exactly. My bath towels are bigger than the tarp.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a tiny tarp.
That was a tiny tarp. Whereas the American one, when they give you a tarp,
It's
they give you the tarp.
It's a tarp.
So, yeah.
But on the whole, I think it's a fairly strong start. I've been pretty happy. Cast-wise,
I've been happy so far. Cast-wise, I think it's a good mix.
It's a good mix, but there's a lot of crazy. I find there's a lot of crazy in this.
No, I don't think that. I think there's less crazy than last time, believe it or not. And I think, well, let's talk about the crazy. And I think there are two people that come to mind from both tribes.
Yeah.
When we talk crazy, right? There's Luke at a saga.
Oh yeah, Luke. Yeah, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Ep1 was my main thing. Was Luke's grand plan to take control of the game.
Actually, I must say up front, I love Luke. He's an Aussie larrikin, right?
Character, I do enjoy him.
He's a lovely character, and the other thing about Luke that I'm really enjoying is, even though he's saying it in a larrikin way, there's actually a lot of thought behind what he's doing.
There is, but in the end of the day, it didn't do anything. He just made, like, the vote still went ahead as according to Samantha's plan.
But no, well, that's the thing, though. It didn't go ahead without opposition. And it was thing. Like, it was only one vote in it right at the end. And they had to re-vote, don't forget.
That's a re-vote, but then it just went straight back to normal. So.
Yeah, but that's okay. Look, what I like about it is Luke has come up with this, has got the right idea. And that's this. And we've seen it so often in Survivor. When the group first lands on the beach, somehow there'll be a majority group.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be pick the others off.
Yeah.
And it becomes fairly, I'm not going to say boring or bland, but it becomes expected.
Yes.
You know, whereas Luke's landed on the beach and gone, I'm not letting a majority form, right? I don't want to see that. And it's good. Yeah. Keep the situation fluid so that things can develop.
And he's watched, it looks like, he's introducing his spy shack. So it looks like he's watched a bit.
Yeah.
Like that's not, I don't feel like that's his idea. I feel like we're getting a bit of Tony in there. He's gone and done his research. Yes. He's seen it, and he's gone. If he hadn't seen Survivor before, he's gone back and done a bit of watching,
which is great.
Yeah, which is great. It's good to see. But he's fun crazy.
Oh, he's fun crazy.
But then there's Samantha, crazy.
I don't know if she's crazy.
Oh,
but she's very controlling.
Yeah, and that's crazy to me.
Oh yeah, true. But look,
look when she's like, Mark, go hunt them down.
Yeah, go and hunt them down. But one of the things I think, well, it's obvious, isn't it, that Samantha and Mark are making the basic mistake that you do not make in Survivor.
Yeah, it's a crucial error.
It's a crucial error, and it's something you see time and time again, and you really wonder if they've ever watched the show when they do it, right? Because it's such an obvious error too. It doesn't matter if you're male, and it doesn't matter if there's romance involved or not.
Yeah.
If you become across as a couple, if you come across as tight, you are in trouble.
And it's just the couple is just so much more obvious.
Exactly.
That's the thing. The couple, a romantic couple. When you're standing there giving him a massage.
It wasn't her that gave him the massage. It was one of the other girls.
No, the couple she was standing there like
in the heart.
Yeah. But she was standing there like when they were around. She's just standing there like this. Yeah. Over him, like it almost was Game of Thrones.
I know.
With Cersei and the mountain.
But here's Mark and her, like, they're doing everything but groping.
Yeah,
it's like
all
petting,
over him.
But it's like you can tell that they really do want to do heavy petting, except people are watching.
Yeah, right? And you gotta cool it. You really do. Mark, go off into the bush, have your alone time, and do whatever you gotta do.
I always come back to this, and I think it's a perfect example. Go back and watch Rob and Amber.
Yeah.
Perfect couple. You would never have known they had a romance going on while they're on the, if you're a contestant. Behind the scenes, looking at the camera footage, you can tell something's on.
Yeah.
But if as a contestant, you would never know these two were together.
And this is, so Samantha's come out of the gun. Really, I think there's a lot of, when I say crazy, there's so many people who, in my eyes...
Doing crazy things.
Doing things that, I'm playing the game because I'm so good. I love this game and my strategy is so much better. And there's like AK Adam, Samantha, even Kate, who just went off the last one, with her eyes like, I know how to talk to you. I'm like, whoa, let's calm down a second. Your strategy's kind of a little, it's still green. I see it.
But that's what we get every episode, and it doesn't matter if it's American or Australian, right? You will get people come on there, and the first thing they'll say is, I love for Survivor. I've watched every episode, blah, 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 right? And then you see them making rookie mistakes.
Yeah.
You just see it time and time again. The only person I've never seen who has said, I love Survivor, I watch Survivor, has come on and from day one been a good player was Zeke.
I think Cochran was in there as well.
Oh, so, no, the first time around.
First time around, he was still a bit green, but he still had his, he still had a charm about him. Yeah. He wasn't full on. But Zeke, you're correct. Zeke came in.
He knew what was going on.
Yeah, whereas we're not seeing that, and I'm like, that's the one. I don't think it's a downside.
Oh, God,
I feel like if I was on the island, I'd win. I feel like that because I feel like that is like.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's going to be overwhelming for the first week, isn't it? You're adapting to the conditions. There's challenges. There's people talking to you everywhere,
and there's all this stuff about like. Look, I understand Mark not telling anyone he's a special ops.
I
understand that. I would not. And you saw him start that fire. He just looked at it once, and I was like, my God, I've got a lot to learn. He put all the flint together in this one little vial, just took, and the boom, it was gone.
Yeah.
So I understand that. Yeah. So we got Henry who says,
I'm a yoga instructor.
I'm a yoga instructor, but I'm hiding that I'm a builder.
Well, look,
or a labourer. Why? Unless he's an actor.
Well,
that's the only thing. Like, why are you hiding that you're in labour?
You know when he's on the boat, he goes, I'm a yoga instructor. And then we cut to him and we get the one-on-one. And he's like, no, I'm a labourer, but I'm going to tell everyone. And I'm great. If you can play this role through for the whole season, this will be fantastic, right? But after he gets on the beach, he's just acting like him.
It's just he's grown his hair out, which I was trying to do. I've got my Survivor beard going on.
But what I mean is he doesn't go down on the beach in the morning and sit down in a yoga position or anything. I'm like, dude, do
your daily stretches.
You got to do so. You got to act like a yoga instructor.
But it's like, it's like, if you're going to play that part, play it. But my question is,
what advantage?
I understand Mark. I understand Mark. I don't understand this labourer to a yoga instructor because your personality is shining through, and your personality is what's likable. Being a yoga instructor isn't going to build trust.
Well, it's not going to help or hinder.
No, it's not. It's not going to do anything else.
Like with Mark, we understand why he's doing it. It's the same reason Tony, as a cop, didn't want to tell anybody
you're a cop.
You're a cop, right? That's trying to hire a negative, a disadvantage.
That people may see as a threat.
As a threat, right?
But I build things, but no, I'm going to be.
That's what I'm trying to.
What are you doing?
If I went in and said I'm a labourer and I've worked on building sites, people would be like, well, great, pitch in and build the shelter. Right? If I come in as a yoga instructor, surely someone sooner or later is going to go, hey, do you want to go down and do some yoga stretches? And then you're going to be sitting there going,
especially you've got a bunch of people there, surely there'll be someone who does do yoga. And they're like, okay, we're going to get into Warrior 2. It's like, no, that's Warrior 3. I'm like, aren't you a yoga instructor? Busted. Like, it doesesn't help you. It doesn't do anything.
It's strange. It's a strange thing.
But I do like his gameplay. He switched. I see he switched on. Like I was a bit shy that he didn't. A bit upset that he didn't actually succeed in throwing the challenge. Because I was like,
I wasn't upset about it, but I was interested to see whether he was going to do it, right?
But he did a little bit too. Like
I think
he hit at the back.
I think he made a terrible error in that when he tried to throw the thing.
Don't throw at the start. Throw at the end.
Yeah, if he was going to pull that strategy off, what you got to do in a challenge is identify the critical areas. The component was getting the key from the underwater. Yeah. Now, if he could have gone the exact opposite of Ozzy, dived in that water and taken so long undoing those knots.
No one can see him.
Nobody can see him. All you have to do is be down there and going, I'll undo one in a minute, right? Yeah. Come up for breath every so often. And you can utterly destroy them in that challenge. I thought he was going to do it at one stage in one of the cuts to, when they were building it. All he had to do...
Take one. Yeah, just accidentally trip on the bottom
Oh, they all come down.
It's Jenga. Jenga 101.
Exactly, right?
And it's like, and all you have to do is, even if you don't fully trip it, you kind of accidentally knock it and then stumble around. You just knock that out a little bit and shake. You're going to do something. I was like, doing the paddling,
The paddling was weak.
that part of the challenge is always going to be made up near the end.
Absolutely.
Like,
So,
very rarely do you see just someone just go out, one tribe go out and destroy everything, come back in and destroy everything without a balance. Usually there's a balance.
absolutely.
The upside, though, I think, personally, there's been some challenges that, as a Survivor fan, that I have never seen before. How some of these challenges that we're seeing, I've never seen them.
I have to laugh. You know, the last challenge where they rolled the big ball.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
What's his name called a boulder?
Yeah.
Right, it's a big Nerf ball.
Yeah, it's
right,
a big...
with some canvas on it, right?
Yeah.
But I thought it was a really good challenge.
So fun.
Well, what was really good?
And what was it? Was it Jericho? Just like,
yeah. Jericho walking on top of that ball was fantastic. Right?
So much fun to watch.
But also, you know, that ball's got a lot of momentum. Like, it's once you get it moving, it's really hard to stop, right?
Yeah.
And you know, when Ziggy fell off at the end, I actually thought she'd actually done some damage.
There's been some big falls. Ziggy fell off there, and then a couple of, what's her face?
And then
Amy.
Yeah.
Amy fell off at the start from trying to get the rice, and she's got this massive bruise.
Yeah.
Just, Oh god, it's huge. And then I thought Kent was out for good.
You know, he got hit in the head with that.
Yeah, I thought he was KO.
It's not a little it's not a little light piece of bamboo like this. It's a log.
It's a big bit of bamboo, and just like cracks him on the head, and he's just, I'm okay.
And he was like clunk.
He was woozy.
I was waiting for Joe to go, medical.
We need a medic. Get in here now. The votes.
The votes have been fairly nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. I know you've got, you know, the Tess and Kate one was kind of.
That was really
That was a fairly interesting one.
But let's do the first vote. The first vote was
Joan.
I think that was fairly obvious.
Yeah,
just because
either or of both of them.
If you're going to say you're good at puzzles, you got to
back it.
You have got to back it up. Right? Like, look at Zeke. I know I keep going back to Zeke, but he's such a class player.
Yeah.
When he says he's good at puzzles,
he backs it up.
Oh boy, does he back it up!
Like,
right?
I'm good at puzzles. I run an escape room. I make puzzles. For a living.
Puzzles for a living.
You got to back that.
You got to back that up, right?
And, you know, look, and there was two kind of anchors, and it's still Kent as well. So Kent is still expendable, but I'd be getting rid of Sam straight off the bat.
Let's talk about the next vote first.
Next vote, Adam and AK.
What was
going on there?
It was a really simple vote. I think AK was gone, right? But Adam self-destructed in front of everybody.
Yeah, it's like, are you with me? Let's go get the eye. I'm like, calm the hell down.
Yeah.
Like,
this is ultimatum.
Both of those two players, like, and AK I find is, you know, it's.
Let's not talk about AK yet, because AK is a separate.
He's a
whole topic by himself.
But that feud between both of them, it's like, guys, have you ever watched the show?
But no, even before that, when Adam was talking to the girls on the beach, when AK's over there looking for the idol run, and I'm like, he literally issues an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Either you come with me now,
or this alliance. What are you doing?
And I was like, what are you doing?
You're losing your mind.
But then, this is the funny thing, he destroys that alliance in front of them, right? Then he walks off and talks to Lockie and Ziggy about AK being on the island looking for the idol. They go with, and he's like,
"Oh God, that was just so awkward."
Then he takes them over to the island to look for the idol, and then he goes, out of nowhere, "Well, vote me off."
Yeah, because if I don't have, and then Lockie's like, "Who got this? Why is there a little bit of stuff here?" I didn't have it. You got to vote me off. Well, now what are you doing? Like, really?
Really?
It's just bizarre.
It's one of the most bizarre things I've actually seen in Survivor. It's somebody who actually... It's almost like Adam went like...
It's panic. It's a panic station.
It's almost like a panic.
It's like, he's like, uh-oh, this is not good. I've tried to... and he's realised, like, almost in the moment and trying to just... It's just absolute panic. That's all it is. It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Danger, Mr. Robinson.
Boom. And he's blurted out the first thing that's coming to his head, which is vote me out. Everything you shouldn't do in Survivor in one condensed little package.
Well, like, I don't know if that works on the poker tables.
How many times can you sit there in Survivor and go, vote me off, and it's a good thing?
Yeah.
Never.
You're in a bloody big hole if that's your way out.
Exactly.
To say, you just vote me off. If you don't trust me, get rid of me. Why are you on the show?
Look, he said he watched the show. I can't sit there and say that you've watched the show.
There's a lot of just he's that feud, like, and because it came from, look,
you can see why they voted him rather than AK though. Like, from everybody's point of view, it was like, this guy has just
but both of them were both of them were no good to the tribe. Like, I still don't think AK is any good to tribe, but he's in a place where he's got a little bit of time to redeem himself for his massive error. For someone who's come in, like, because I can only go on, from that you can only go into AK.
Oh, exactly.
He's like, I've come here to do big moves.
Yeah, I know.
No. If I was on that island, I've come to win.
You win.
Like,
that's
not
right.
to be known as the guy who did big moves. If that's your own goal, you're not gonna win. And you've come in really strong. Well, it's not Survivor season 34 like it is in America.
Exactly.
In America, yeah, maybe it's straight to the point.
No, it's not like that.
But you've got to adjust it. Like, you need to know your surroundings, who you're with.
This is the thing. This is the thing that really struck me about it, right? This is how AK, and this is the bizarre thing. This is how AK thought. Now, his statement in his one-on-one before he even hit the beach was, "I'm going to play a social game. I'm going to get to know everybody, be everybody's friend." That was his statement to camera. Now, this is how he executed that. Hi, what's your name?
Yeah.
You're Rob? Oh, yeah, I'm AK.
This is a good thing. We'll go to the end together.
Yeah, we'll go to the end together. And then he walks off and does exactly the same to somebody 5 minutes
later. Yeah, this three, there's a good vibe here in this three. Yeah. We're going to go to the end together. No, you're not.
The insincerity.
No.
Yeah, it's not like sitting there and going, "Oh, hi, where are you from? Oh, yeah, you're from Melbourne. Yeah, you got a brother, have you? What's he do?" You know,
get to know people on a human foundation. Right? That's what you want to build this on.
This was Spencer's mistake in his first season. Mm-hmm. You don't do.
They're not pawns.
Exactly.
Yes, you're meant to manipulate them like pawns. But until you get to know them, they are not pawns.
Right?
It's just ridiculous. And
that's the problem. He treated them like.
But that said, though, like, I really appreciate his the chicken idol thing was that
was great little comedy moment.
Yeah, but it was almost the way that worked out for him, this chicken idol, and then how he pinned the fact that I've got the idol showing this quite clearly fake idol. So now we know Adam actually has the idol. He's pinned Adam to be the one. I thought that was actually a really clever play.
The chicken idol came up before he had the real one.
No, yeah, it did. But when he started flaunting it,
but one of the things
when he made it and flaunted.
One of the things I liked about AK was this: you saw him that night on the beach when Adam came and talked to him. Right? Mm-hmm. He was like, "I've gone too hard. I've created this situation where I'm on the outer."
Yeah.
The good thing about AK is he went hard and he did it wrong, but he also realised he'd done it wrong.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And I thought he played tribal really well for someone who is quite clearly on the bottom. He's played the idol for Jared, and it's a risk, but he kind of felt safe enough that his name wasn't going to be dropped enough. He'd done enough repairing to make it all on Adam, and he played his tribal fairly well. And Jared sits there going, "Why'd you do that? Why do you think he did that? He wants your trust back because he blew your trust. He needs someone. He has no one."
I think AK did what a lot of people don't do when they're on the bottom, when they know they're on the bottom. He tried to create doubt. And he did a really good job of that.
Yeah, I think he did a great job.
He did a fantastic job. He created so much doubt in that. They didn't know who they were voting for anymore. And really, in one sense, Adam self-destructing was the best thing that happened for him because it would clearly put the target on Adam.
Yeah, and he just had to keep pushing it there. And then he also had to do, playing an idol for someone else is a risky, bold-ass move. But he had to do it to kind of get himself out of this villain situation that he put himself in.
I think it's
because if he played it for himself, though,
it's a bold move. He did it half right and he did it half wrong.
Yeah, he didn't need to play it at all.
No, well, that's right. He didn't need to play it, but he could have actually played it. If he was going to play it, he should have made it effective. All he's done, he's played it for Jared, right? But even Jared knew he wasn't going to get any votes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right? Agreed. There's no reason.
There's no reason to play.
The only reason was to get your trust back. I'm on your side.
I think at that stage, AK had a pretty fair idea of who was being voted for, right? And I think, how's this though? I play for Jared. Two things happen. I get Jared's trust, right? But also maybe put a bit of a mark on Jared because now people are going to wonder, well, why did he play it for Jared? Are they that close, right?
Yeah.
But here's the other thing. Let's think about this. In that tribal, the other person who got, I think it was 4 or 5 votes was Annalise.
Yeah.
How much better would it have been if AK had played for Annalise?
Mm-hmm.
who wasn't going home anyway, but who was going to get a significant amount of the votes, right? He grabs her, but he also grabs her peeps. Yeah. The people who are with her now trust him as well.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is he gained one person's trust by doing it. He could have gained six.
Yeah, he could have done a few more. And look, I thought he played it. It's not perfect because to put himself in that situation from the beginning is a terrible mistake.
Terrible mistake.
Which is huge blunder right from the start. Yeah. But I think he kind of redeemed himself enough to kind of just, he's still on the outs, but he's still got enough leverage, and he's still kind of, he's taking his foot off the accelerator to really save his ass, which led to him not being voted out the next tribal, which led to the Tessa and Kate. I don't think Tess handled tribal very well.
I think actually Tess kind of handled it well. She did a good job in the sense of this, right? If you're going home, throw the kitchen sink, except don't do what Varna does.
Yeah, right? Don't go too far.
Don't go too far. But she did everything.
Yeah, she did, and
she kept it in the game.
I give her props for fighting.
Yes,
for fighting
that's what I
mean. And look, she might be able to redeem herself, but she made this whole thing about the flipping became this big hurtful.
No, I don't think it did. I think she was saying like what she's trying to do, and I think it's a good move, right? Is she's trying to say to the 7, and she's using Tara as an example, right? Of you guys aren't an alliance.
Before we go there, though, Tara, right in episode 1.
Yeah.
I don't know if you, because I didn't know, but Tara is like, everyone just thinks I'm going to be a stay-at-home mum. She's like, I'm a freaking barrel racer! Yeah. And I went, what the hell is a barrel racer? Like, I give her so much. Yeah, I had to Google it. Yeah. I was like, sitting there with my girlfriend saying, the amount of people who have Googled barrel racing right now, there'd be a massive spike.
Right?
But I did really appreciate the way that she just assumed everyone knows what barrel racing was.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, I never knew what escape room was.
Oh, really? No, they're good fun.
Yeah. But no, look, I think Tessa did a very good job of fighting for her life, and in the end, it worked. But what was interesting?
It only worked because of our. I'm still not very good at the name at the moment, but our lime farmer. I just call him Robin Williams from Jumanji because he looks like it. If you look at him, put him side by side, he's even got a similar nose. Actually, what I do want to bring up is the rookie mistake I'm seeing, and I don't know why. Our idols have not been found by individuals.
Actually, that's a good point.
Clues. It's like, what do you? Don't share this information.
You know when Henry picked the lid up and he felt the clue?
Yeah.
Right? I was like, shut up, walk away with Jackie, and come back and grab it.
Yeah, come, because if she hasn't seen it, distract, come back.
Adam, look, here we go. It's probably the point at which Adam's gameplay self-destructed was when he decided to go and like everybody's on the beach. I'm going to walk over this island and I'm going to stand around looking for stuff where everybody can see me. Yeah. I was like, do you guys not understand the power of the idol?
Yeah, that's what they don't understand the idol. Like, what are you doing? I find the idols are being weird.
The idols are very weird.
Bit weird so far because it's like they're still, you know, because a hidden immunity idol didn't come in straight away in.
No.
But it's now a standard thing for Survivor.
Yeah.
We just. As Australians, we're not sure what we're doing with it at the moment, really, are we?
Well,
we're sharing it. It's not information to be shared.
It isn't at all. You never...
Unless you're just busted, but it's like, you know, and they're like, we've got the idol. We're going to... what's her name?
What? Who? Only one person can have the idol.
Henry's got it.
Yeah.
It's not our idol.
It's
his.
Henry's.
And you put it on him.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not ever going to be him having an idol is you to go, okay, I know he's got an idol.
Yes.
That's leverage for me to get other people to potentially, when need, get rid of him.
Exactly.
Because I now have leverage over him. If someone knows you've got an idol, this is not a good thing to know. This is not good.
No. This is why I always say, you know, when people go up to somebody and go, look, I like you, I want to trust you, blah, blah, I've got an idol. It's the worst thing you can say because they think it's going to engender trust, but what you're really doing is handing them the advantage. Because then they can go to other people in the tribe and go, guess what? He's got an idol, and they've just put a huge target on you.
You know, here's a crazy idea for a plan. I don't know, just on the fly. As we're talking about it, it's like, if you and I were on the beach, we came across the idol, wouldn't it could be almost some sort of strategy? Me giving it to you,
Yeah.
hold on to it.
Yeah.
That's our idol. But I'm gonna screw you over big time
big
because
time.
I've never actually seen that happen.
No.
But even the same thing, instead of like, hey, I got trust in you, I've got an idol. What if someone was to have the balls to be like, hey,
Here's an idol.
I've got trust in you. Here's an idol.
And then go and tell everybody.
And then get everyone else like they've
Exactly.
got an idol. No, because I found it and they found me find it and I gave it to them.
Yeah.
Or something. That'd be that'd be a cool play.
It would. Because let's
What the balls? I want to do that.
as you know, if somebody, even if there's a hint that somebody has an idol, you can see the rumor mill start, and you can see them all looking at it.
Paranoia.
It's paranoia city, right?
Yeah.
If you want the biggest, quickest, and I think this is one of the reasons that AK played his idol, right? He realised it was 50-50 between him and Adam having the idol.
Yeah.
He knew Adam was going home.
Because he didn't have the idol.
Because if he got votes, he was not going to play the idol because he didn't have it, which only left AK with the idol. And
So
I think
gotta get rid of it.
I think 90% of the reason he played that idol was to take the target off him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why he played it.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Quickest way to put a target on somebody is find out they've got an idol, or give them your idol and then
Give
go.
them your
They've
idol.
got
They've
the
got
idol.
the idol. Get rid of them.
Get
tonight.
rid of
they
them.
won't see it coming.
Just don't do it sub 6.
Yeah. And then exactly.
I tried to go to council next time.
I'm saying a Sunday. And Sam goes home.
I'm
pushing it. Get out of here, Sam. I'm done with you already.
I think Samatar's going again.
Again, 3 in a row.
Yeah, I think they are. And unfortunately, look,
I think Lockie will bring them together.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I think that would be a Tessa going home.
We still don't know if we're going to get a mass amount of followers, but we've got buffs. We might do buff
That's right.
giveaways.
We
We
like
don't
to
really
do
know
buff
how we're going to do them,
Yeah.
but we got a stack of buffs. So
And we're going to get more buffs.
we're going to have buffs everywhere. You know, we're going to have so many buffs.
Buff City.
So we might do giveaways.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, why not?
Why not? We don't really know how we're going to do that
Yeah,
yet. As per the standard Inwits style, we have no idea what we're doing ever.
Absolutely not.
But we've got them.
Yeah, we got 'em.
We may.
They're official.
They're official. Yeah.
They're not knockouts.
No,
They're
they're
a real
nice.
deal.
We're wearing them, as
We're
I
wearing-
might be wearing it forever now until I get my own. Come on, Channel 10. Let me play.
Yeah.
Let me play, please. Let me play. Maybe I don't have the right level of crazy.
No, I think you got the right level of crazy. I think you just got to work on your video production.
Oh, come on. I've been pretty good.
I thought the last one was excellent, though.
I know.
You
Oh, well, that's beside the point.
Yeah.
We'll be here. We'll be doing our weekly
See-
video. I'll be on season 3.
Why don't we put up your 2 previous videos on the site?
Oh, okay. We might.
Why not?
I'll have to find them.
Yeah.
Well,
but,
the
I think they're good.
Season 1's on my own YouTube
Yeah.
site,
oh, okay. Right.
but we might be able to put them up
You
on
can
the
link
links.
it
Yeah, I can link it.
Yeah,
we might do one of those things where it's like, click
Let people
here.
know what you look like when you're applying for the show.
Yeah, we might do that. We might not yet. How about next episode? I'll sort it
Yeah,
out. I'll
so
get them up, and we'll
well-
put like the links on the actual YouTube.
Yeah, but what I mean is, just think about it and then decide.
Oh, yeah.
Have time.
Yeah, once
that'd
there,
be cool.
it's there. But
All
yeah,
right.
we'll also work on how to give some buffs
Buffs
away.
away.
Run some little competitions, and I don't even know.
Look, actually, as a final note, I'm actually
Maybe just like the first to like one of our videos or comment.
Oh yes, first one to like. Yes, that's an awesome idea. As a final note, I would like to say I'm pretty impressed so far with the season.
3 episodes in, I'm really Look, I have a lot of faith in Australian Survivor.
Well, I think it's better than last season. Let me put it that way.
But I really loved last season as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think it's a good step up. You know, it's
exactly.
It's people having a bit more knowledge. It's people
Exactly.
still.
And I
a
think
bit
the
green.
producers are trusting the product now
Yeah.
without needing to put twists in.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we'll
that's
see.
good.
But there's not. The twists haven't been. You know, it was just a fire making challenge and stuff.
Yeah, that
there's
was
no
it.
real twist so far.
No.
We know there will be. We know apparently there will be the super immunity. The super.
Look, I've got
fire.
no problem with that.
That's standard. That's
No,
I'd
it's
say
not
that-
being done in a bizarre way.
Yeah, it's been done before as well.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's not.
And
It's
it
not
is
a weird
an
tribe.
awesome immunity to grab if you can get it. Oh,
Yeah, it's not one of the weird come to trouble councils.
Exactly.
Everyone say their stuff, and actually, no one's going home.
No one's
and
going
ruining,
home. That's
ruining your
right.
plans.
Exactly.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen again. But anyway, that's it from us.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in for Australian Survivor. Anyone from the American place that watch us, this is what it's like for us down here with our Survivor, a bit longer, 3 episodes a week, so it's kind of pretty fun.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Have a good one.